Oh, look who decided to come to dinner.
What the hell are you talking about? Who are you talking to?
Wait, no, I haven't. This is my goddamn motherfucker now. You goddamn talk some of thing.
Yeah, Howard Stern was a racist motherfucker. But that fucking movie was the shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I forgot the name of that movie.
Me too.
But yeah.
That movie was the shit because it really did show. It was basically like a documentary on how he became like a big radio host and everything. And all the crazy shit that he had to get into. And you know what I'm saying? How he really had to butt heads with a lot of people because they didn't want to have his show like on the air. They said it was too raunchy and all that other bullshit. But he powered through all of that. And my nigga Beetlejuice was the best thing to ever come out of that show.
Oh, that's what that is, Beetlejuice.
You sure do? Yeah, Beetlejuice versus Gary the Retard in the fucking spelling bee contest. Yeah, we saw that. You know we saw that. That shit was hilarious. Yeah, you know what? That is funnier than my man's with the noodle legs last night. But we ain't talking about that though. But shit. I need to watch some of these fucking battles. I know that's you.
These websites.
What websites is that?
To update these fucking movies and shit.
What movie is you looking for?
Any good movie on the show. A good scary movie. I haven't found.
Have they been filmed? You know what's coming back?
Okay.
You know what's coming back? That one movie they shot in Detroit when the dudes broke into that blind man house.
Oh.
Was it Be Quiet?
I don't know what the hell you talking about.
Don't Make a Sound.
Don't Make a Sound.
I ain't never heard of that.
Oh man.
Oh, he
so
was fucking him up.
yeah, that first movie it was like he was an army vet. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna watch that tonight.
He was an army vet. You know what I'm saying? He had this little house. I want to say it was like Highland Park or something like that. Mm-hmm. It was just him living by himself, but he was blind. And some dudes.
It was like a heist to break in at his house to get some jewelry or some money, was it?
It was just some dudes broke in his house.
Okay.
They broke in his house, but like his senses were so sharp. If they hit on the wrong board on the ground and it squeaked, it'll wake him up out of his sleep. Boom, he'll hear it. He'll know exactly where they at in the house if they made any kind of noise. So the first motherfucker, spoiler alert, the first motherfucker to get killed by him was the dude that didn't want to do the shit at all. And this motherfucking blind dude, I want to say he was like in the living room or in the kitchen. And my mans was standing right there by him. And I think he heard my man's like take a breath or something, just start choking the dog shit out this nigga. Killed the fuck out of him. It was some little niggas. But that movie is straight as hell.
Weird. So, blind man come in killing random niggas.
That broke in his house.
Oh, that sounds justified. Mm-hmm. Y'all supposed to die.
Oh,
everybody died.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, everybody died?
Yeah, he killed
all
of them.
So that movie had a happy ending.
Yeah, he killed all of them.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's
that nigga was not bullshit.
They had scenes of him basically hurting them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's what's
the
up.
whole movie was basically about him using all his other senses besides his eyes to find where each and every one of them was in the house.
So he was an old ass daredevil.
Basically, yes.
Like this daredevil when he retired, got old, he was still blind.
Do you know I still have it?
No, say that shit loud, nigga.
Jones is back. No, I still haven't started that series.
You a piece of shit. And you the one that told me about it.
And I've watched everything around it.
This nigga watched everything. He watched everything but the shit that started it.
But I just fell off again too. Because I haven't seen WandaVision.
I don't even know what that is.
See, that's all the stuff they did. When Disney Plus was first dropping, how they started snatching everything from Netflix. And do you know that they did a fucking season 3 of Jessica Jones and put it on Netflix?
Yeah.
Nigga.
I told you about it. We have an episode talking about season 3.
So why am I always so clueless?
Because you be drunk.
I do. And because season 2 was the one that was about her mama, right?
Yes.
And after that, I was done with the show.
Season 3 is about her best friend.
Yeah, I'm good.
Bro.
It's good?
It's good.
Okay.
You need to check that out.
Let me take your word on that.
Cause
you ain't the first person to say that either.
No, I'm the only one to probably say it to you. Cause the person you probably remember saying that it was good was me, motherfucker.
Junior, he didn't watch the whole season. He didn't went through the whole thing. He said it was good, but he said he got pissed off towards the end when like some other shit and they got let go. So how am I not trying to give spoilers for something I didn't even fucking watch?
Yeah, I know exactly what he's talking about. Yup.
Yeah.
Yup. That'll piss you right off too.
Because he like, I just spent all this fucking time investing in this damn show and trying to see you catch this motherfucker, and then and then the motherfucker gets away.
Yeah, but it still ends. It still has a great ending. You need to check that shit out.
I am.
The way that the story like branches off, because like it starts off about the best friend, and then it takes a left turn that's so crazy.
I feel like them two, they might be best friends, but they was best friends growing apart.
Oh man,
that's what I was getting. That's what I was getting from them other seasons.
And that's what you gonna really see in this third one.
Okay,
I'll tell you this: her best friend got powers.
Yeah, because she was gaining the powers during season 2.
Yeah, she makes that ending.
Okay, cool. That's what's up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna check that out. And then it was yeah, I haven't checked out WandaVision, Winter Soldier.
Now, what I haven't seen out of all that shit, I still haven't seen the second series of Punisher.
Did I watch it?
I didn't see the second season. I started watching it, but I never finished it.
Punisher was good.
Yeah, that first season was good. I felt like it was kind of unnecessary.
I might not have seen it either.
I felt like it was kind of unnecessary, but it was good.
It was better than the movie.
Of course.
I'll tell you that much.
Of course. The series, nigga, again, your dirt ass ain't even watched the first.
Nigga.
You ain't watched none of them seasons of Daredevil.
Let me tell you.
And them shits is way better than the fucking movie.
You know RCD World did another one of them videos where he be acting like Blade and them.
Straight up.
And this one, this nigga Blade was going, he said, nigga, I saved Marvel. He was like, nigga, y'all talking about Black Panther. I was the first black motherfucking hero. He was like, nigga, why you think they won't let me in there? He said, I would have whooped Thanos' ass. He was like, the vampires I fight was way stronger than them. They was like, no, he wasn't. And you know that shit set him the fuck off.
Hey, Blade was that dude.
Man, RDC World, man. Did you see?
I still haven't seen Black Panther. And bitch, I ain't watching Black Panther until you watch Daredevil.
So we're gonna do this. As y'all heard the last episode, it took him 17 minutes to cancel the fucking episode out. This one took him 8. Yeah, he don't get the boo. He get the slap.
Hey.
Until we do some custom drops. We gotta do some custom drops. And the one I definitely gotta get is, hey, wrap that shit up, B.
Hey.
I gotta get that one. I gotta get it. I only got 4 options on a custom drop.
Okay.
So really I only got 3.
Okay.
Because one of them gotta be that wrap that shit up, B.
Hey, you can get that motherfucker. But yeah, I still ain't watched that. Just like you still ain't watched Daredevil. Nigga.
I mean, yeah. Not that the hype is down on it. I would say watch it so you can enjoy it peacefully. And when you go to talk to somebody about it, you're not gonna spoil anything for anybody.
I don't want to talk to nobody about this shit.
Oh, you gonna want to?
No, I'm
Now
not.
that I think about it, shit, I only watched the movie once. We only watched it once, right? Did we go to the movies and see it?
Black Panther.
We did. See, I don't even remember my location. But Black Panther was good. I can't wait for that second one since they gon' I seen that what they're doing is
I'm not interested in seeing it because they told me Michael Jordan won.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah. Michael Jordan, Michael B. Jordan. I just removed the middle initial. God damn it.
Listen. Let me tell you something. That new Space Jam got a beautiful joke about
and
it.
I seen that.
Oh, you see?
Yes, I loved it.
Oh, man.
I fucking
when
loved
that nigga
it.
walked to the back, they was like, "Hey, that ain't Michael Jordan." Nigga, that shit was funny.
I fucking loved that.
I liked it that new Space Jam more than the old one.
Hey, you know what? No, I ain't gonna say I liked it more than the old one.
I did.
But I can understand why anybody would like it more than the old one though. Like I wouldn't fight nobody on that.
But look, my thing was, nigga, I seen the meme, right? And it was talking about how the director. No, matter of fact, it wasn't a meme. Yeah, it was. It wasn't. It was a comment. So the director, how the director for the first Space Jam, he decides he want to go on the internet and put his 2 cents in.
Right.
And
he said some hating ass shit.
He said some hating ass shit. Nigga, and the first comment I seen on Twitter was, y'all act like Michael Jordan is Denzel fucking Washington.
Right.
I was like, exactly.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I watched that second Space Jam movie, it gave me a new appreciation for the first one, and it made me appreciate that second one more.
Cause they didn't do no call. They did the callbacks was just small lines.
Yeah,
like Daffy Duck going, man, that was 25 years ago. How am I gonna remember?
Right.
Daffy Duck is a nigga. We've been saying that from the beginning.
Right.
Daffy Duck he's been the shyster, just like Bugs, but it's just Bugs on a higher level. You know what I mean?
Like, so what I think that Space Jam should be from this day forward is a celebration of a generational type of player.
Exactly.
Because that's what the first one was. That was the appreciation that I felt for the first one. That you were celebrating Michael Jordan, a generational type of player. Like, you're not going to see too many players like that.
See,
and then the second one, you celebrate LeBron the same way. An amazing talent, generational player. You're not going to see too many players like him in the future.
And you know what? You know, if they would have had that mindset, we would probably be on the third Space Jam, not the second. Because Kobe would have had that second one.
That's what I was just about to ask. Do you think that Kobe would have been chosen first if he was still alive versus
well, when they started the filming, he was still alive, wasn't it? Because
He just got in the league.
Yeah, they worked on that.
No, wait, no. Kobe came in the league what 98 or 96?
Yeah. What I'm trying to say is, by the time they started working on Space Jam 2, I believe Kobe was still alive. Because I don't think they did no filming for that movie during the pandemic. Because I remember the mentioning of the next Space Jam like 2-3 years ago.
It definitely was while LeBron was in LA.
Yeah. Oh, that's when they started filming.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like the mentioning of it. But what I was trying to say was,
so
if they would have went with like what you were saying with generational thing, that's how we would be on the third one, because that part 2 would have been done in like 2010 during Kobe's, you know what I'm saying, balling the fuck out type of deal. Well, just Kobe, period, his legacy.
But Kobe wouldn't have.
You don't think he would have did the movie?
No, I believe that he would have done the movie, but that wouldn't have been.
I don't think it would have been the right time.
No, Kobe wouldn't have been the right person. You would have, because Kobe literally had all of Michael Jordan's game. Like,
and they would have tried to base the movie off the first one instead of this one being like a completely different movie.
Like, when I say celebrating it as a generational player, Michael Jordan was the only, there was no other like him.
And he birthed Kobe.
Right. There was no other player like Jordan when he came into the league.
I get what you're saying, because LeBron is...
There's no other player like LeBron.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah, LeBron is not, he is not, I guess you could say he's a grandchild of Kobe. I mean, of Jordan, but that's in a totally different manner.
Like, everybody, like, when you look at it like that, every single player that we see from today to the future, they're going to be a product of somebody from the past. Because they have to evolve some type of way. They have to have some type of foundation. Jordan couldn't be the Michael Jordan without Julius Erving.
Exactly.
Allen Iverson couldn't be Allen Iverson without Jordan and Julius Erving and the players before him. Kobe couldn't be Kobe without Jordan being before him.
Who would you say Iverson based his well, no, that's too deep. And
it's not that Iverson based his game off of somebody, and it's not that these players based their game off somebody. It's a player that gave them motivation to be great.
Yeah, and the way Iverson played, is no studying that from players before him.
No.
He came with a whole new game.
No, it was with him, it was his whole thing was, I'm going 100 miles an hour for the entire game.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like that's what that is.
And I feel like Jason Williams don't get enough of his kudos.
That's true. He should get a little bit more love.
Yeah. Oh yeah. White chocolate.
But it's hard to give certain players that love when they don't have the rings to back them up.
That be the rings, and then it also be just the way
the accolades in general.
Yeah, because I feel
like think about this: Iverson don't have no rings, but he got a fuck ton of accolades.
Yeah, and I feel like that's how Westbrook is going to end up being if this move to LA won't put that ring on his finger.
Yeah, and I don't know if it will or not,
because everybody knows Westbrook for being a player about his stats. He cared more about his stats than the game. At least that's the way people talk about it.
That's the way people talk about it.
But at the same time, I feel like, no, he's trying his hardest and he's giving you everything and he's just falling short.
Yeah.
That's all it is. He's just falling short.
In order to be a champion, it takes way more than your own skill.
And we found out, not to cut you off, but we found out during the Golden State run, it also takes more than being up under LeBron.
Yeah.
For a long time, it was more of, you got to be up under LeBron, you want to get that ring.
And that wasn't even it.
But just to go all the way back, because I have to talk about this thing, it warmed my heart. Like, I felt a tingle through my whole soul. I even pulled up the picture and showed to her when Babs Bunny and LeBron hit that motherfucking that signature poster where Dwayne Wade had his arms out, LeBron was in the back off the dunk at the end of the fucking movie of SpaceJam 2.
Yeah, I don't even remember that.
Yo, how'd you? Cause okay, so it was.
And you mean Lola?
Lola, what the fuck I call her?
Babs.
Nigga, I'm thinking about goddamn the band.
Yeah. You threw me off with that, so it made it even harder to picture
so
that
look,
shit. Like,
so at the end of the game, when LeBron was doing that final dunk, when after his son threw that frisbee, so he got that extra boost, and he up in the air, and they slow-moed it down, and Lola was running up under the rim because she the one passed the assist, the same way Dwayne Wade did when they won that championship. So you got LeBron in the back doing that same dunk, while Lola is running past that camera, and she winked that eye. I was like, nigga. Like, even just talking about it, I'm getting chills. Like, that was Man, that was my poster scene of that movie. That was the whole Jordan jumping, doing the thing, but then stretching his arm all the way out at the end for that dunk. That was that scene for that movie. Because as soon as I seen it, I pulled up the picture and showed her like, that's what this scene was right here.
Like, my shit always be just Lil Rel in this movie in general.
Lil Rel, period. Whenever you see Lil Rel's face, that is a highlight. I mean, this nigga made a horror movie funny.
Yeah, he was a commentator.
Yeah, dog. When he said, nigga, we about to die, some shit like that. I was like, man, this nigga Lil Rel is stupid.
Lil Rel was in there clowning, man. He did his thing.
Yeah. I like when they transferred them into the 3D characters.
I
love that. I'm glad they did that.
But you want to play. Okay.
I really like
that. Yeah. And then I loved how they played homage to all of the Warner Brother films.
Nigga. All of them.
All of them. Like, they went through everything. They covered everything.
When he said Martian, all that nigga.
They covered the Harry Potter shit.
Yeah. When he said
The Matrix, like, they was clowning.
When he said King Kong ain't got nothing on me, and then they showed King Kong in the background. This thing is stupid.
Oh, and Don Cheadle. Don Cheadle made this movie. This movie ain't shit without Don Cheadle, honestly, to me.
He was the black dude, the algorithm.
Yeah, his name Algorithm.
The skinny dude.
Yeah,
the black dude who originally took LeBron's son.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the skinny black dude.
Yeah.
Oh, he a good actor in every movie he in.
Yeah.
It's not one that he done failed in really for me.
He was good in Kendrick Lamar's video.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on now.
Yeah, undiscovered little Denzel because he can't act.
Nah, he ain't undiscovered. Niggas know. Yeah. Niggas know about Don.
Niggas just don't talk about him enough.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Come on.
He's well respected.
Rush Hour.
But he ain't. Oh yeah, that was 2. That was Rush Hour 2. Yeah, that was Rush Hour 2.
I understand why Bugs Bunny was mad that he was a 3D character.
Because Bugs Bunny
and the girl Bunny and stuff was mad.
Because what you have to look at is how at the beginning Bugs Bunny was basically telling you like, no, I'm a toon. I'm an original toon. Yeah. When you turn 3D, you're not a toon no more.
Yeah.
So you're 3D.
You're no longer you.
Yeah.
And that was...
And Bugs was
that was really the whole message of the movie.
Yeah, because they wanted to say originally to them.
Because even from the beginning, it was LeBron preaching to his son to work hard so you could be like me. But it was like, I want to do my own thing. I want to work hard, but this isn't what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So that even in the halftime, when LeBron was like, we got to turn this around, it was like, y'all do y'all.
Yeah, when he said, Bugs, if we going to lose, do it the way y'all do it.
That little Manny, what was what's that little
Tasmanian Devil?
He was ready, like he was waiting for it. Like, just give me one good cue that we down.
And it actually makes me want to go back and watch the first one.
Because the first one had the same halftime message. It was just told differently.
Yeah.
It was, you've always had it in you all along to be great. You just have to find the motivation to do it.
Yeah.
That was the whole thing behind Michael's secret stuff. It was just water.
Yeah. And so look, and they took that message and put it in that part 2. And then when LeBron goes, well, what are y'all doing? They was like, well, the whole time we trying to be like you.
Right.
And he was like, that's not going to work. That's when it clicked on him. Because they was taking that first message from Michael Jordan ones and then spinning that bitch around.
So I thought the Martian was like more involved, and I thought the little pig was more like the pig had his own little.
First off, let's talk about that battle, because your ass was hype as hell when Porky Pig got to rapping. You was like,
he dropped a bar.
I was like, okay,
I knew that shit was coming. That he was gonna start rapping clear, because he hit us with that fucking Black Youngster. How Black Youngster stutter hard as fuck. But then when it comes to them tracks, that nigga is not stuttering at all. And Porky Pig got to that, And I was like, they about to turn that stutter to that Ricky. And when they did that, I was like, oh, I'm on brain. I'm like, nigga, I'm about to come into tears, right? Not just talking about this shit.
Hey, bro, I knew I wasn't the only one. I felt like a lot of moments was about to bring me to tears, bro. Because it was nostalgic as fuck.
Yeah, just talking about this shit.
And it's crazy, bro, because like when the movie first dropped and everybody was talking about it,
they was dogging it.
They was doing so much hating, bro. Like,
but
like it was love. It was love, but it was a lot of hate. Like,
I felt like in this movie they gave everybody their own personal scene, even though it was a lot of characters in it.
Yeah.
Like for the
not only scenes, their own worlds.
Where the fuck is he coming down from outer space from?
Mm-hmm.
And then you get hijacked. Bunny take his damn plane. Now this nigga lost.
David had his dog.
Right. He couldn't do shit. He just stuck now. And then he never win. He never fucking win.
The saddest thing was how it started though. When he came to Toon World and Bugs was by itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
But you know what else they touched on too? At the very end, they put that hangover clips in there. With all the motherfuckers, they just start showing all them pictures of them niggas just hanging out and tripping out. But Bugs was fucked up about that shit, about being there by himself.
Yeah,
and everybody left
me.
Mm-hmm. He was like, LG Rhythm convinced them that they was better off without him.
Yeah. No, he told them that they weren't worth it.
Right.
And put them all in different universes.
Yeah. And I liked it how Lola thought that she was about to lose on that Wonder Woman challenge.
Yeah.
And Wonder Woman told her, like, no, you made the right decision. Like, that was the real test, and that wasn't even playing.
Mm-hmm.
So this test...
She had her little things, too.
Yeah, she always did.
I love that Wonder Woman scene.
And then, you know, like, in post-production, that's afterwards, right?
Yeah.
Post-production, they had to change her because they was going with that sex symbol Lola. And they was like, no, that's not what we doing here. This is a whole new time. And then they went back in and they changed her to where now you didn't see that sex symbol thing.
Yeah, she still had everything, but she was dressed.
Yeah. Which that's how
she was dressed before.
Yeah, that's how she was in the first one. They was gonna change that. Especially with the whole Wonder Woman thing and have her in a little skimpy shorts. I seen that.
You didn't have to tell the world that. You could have just changed her.
And the same way they did Sonic. They didn't have to well, what it was Sonic looked so creepy. The world told him, no, nigga, change this nigga.
Yeah,
what the fuck is that?
Change him.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that movie yet. I gotta go watch it.
Yeah, we did watch it.
Did we?
Yeah. We can watch it again, though, because it was good.
I haven't seen it.
Do you feel like Daffy Duck got some good scenes in that was memorable for you?
Yeah. Oh, they even went all the way to the whole his beat getting blown off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because his beat always got blown off.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't never keep his beat. But was the coyote in there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like he was one of the keys.
All the acting shit. Remember, he was the one that got the rope.
Oh, when he was going slow.
They multiplied him in that cannon and got to shooting him in the basket. Yeah.
And then the Roadrunner got his scenes too. Got to show that speed and shit.
Yeah. Everybody showed up.
I like how they had more than one basketball player and gave them their better personalities on what they do on the court too.
Yep.
Like the Damian Lillard.
Yep.
That was cold too. And then
that was the way they did Damian Lillard was perfect. Man. And I think they should have had Damian Lillard drop some bars too. That would have been nice. But I think that they did it right. Yeah. Oh yeah. They most definitely did it right. Yeah. They most definitely did it right. And it's hard because it was like to get Dame Lillard to drop bars in there, you would have to pull him from what they made him as a character.
Nigga, I believe Damian Lillard the one who wrote that shit for Porky.
He could have.
Because Damian Lillard, man, he was like, okay.
Silent. That's what shocked me.
To go back, we about to lose you for a second, Maxine, but we're gonna bring you right back. For a while coming up, we always thought, oh, Iverson got the coldest bars and this, that as a basketball player and shit, right? You know, aside from, you know, the generation before us, it was Shaq.
I was gonna say I thought it was Shaq, but yeah,
But then,
okay.
when Damian Leonard hit that freestyle, it was like, no. Right now, he got the coldest one. Now, don't get me wrong,
Shumpert makes great music.
He make good music, and he already said, when he was on the 85 South show, Tiana Taylor, his wife, is the one that pushes that and lets him know what these good sounds are. That's how he makes this great music.
Yeah.
And the fact that I think that that's going to help her on her retirement, how she retired and everything. I think that's going to help her with her retirement because it's like you're still going to be a part of music, which you love.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have to be the face of it. You don't have to do all of this press runs and shit. You can basically sit back and enjoy the fruits.
Yup.
And y'all got a lot of them motherfuckers. He's a fucking NBA champion. And you are a great ass. You a legend in the fucking R&B community.
Yeah. Like Shumpert, he makes really nice music. I like his music. He ain't out here trying to be no super lyricist. Damian Lillard is a lyricist. He's barred the fuck up.
He just got that shit. I feel like when they're preparing for games and you know they had headphones in, they be on them flights and traveling and everything. I feel like he's in his book right.
Yeah. He's
in his book. I think he got some shit to where at any given moment when one of his contracts is up, he can be like, all right, I'm done. And he can make some good ass fucking music.
Yeah. He already living the lifestyle too.
You know what I mean? He don't have to sit there and rap about drugs and all of that other bullshit. Leave that for them young niggas that's buying their way into these gangs.
Yeah. You come from Oakland, you know what the shit's about.
Man.
Tell your story, bro. For real.
Man, look. Why the fuck you think they hated goddamn, what's his name, football player? My nigga, I'm just doing this so I don't get fined.
Oh, Marshawn, yeah.
Mr. Lynch. Man, because I feel like if that nigga could put them words together, this nigga talk the most shit on a fucking track.
Yeah, Marshawn is a hood nigga though.
Yeah, he'd be good for skits.
To the heart. Like
he'd be great for skits. You can get that nigga, like, put him in the booth, like, no, you ain't gotta rap nothing. Hey, talk your shit.
For real.
Talk your shit. And
no holds barred, nigga. Ain't nobody in here telling you can't say this, can't say that.
Do we got an episode on the niggas podcast, the football? The Terrell Owens and them?
Do we have a...
have they brought him on there?
I don't know. I haven't... You know what? I haven't watched that podcast in a minute.
I never did start it yet. I know you told me to a long time ago.
I gotta go back to watching that. I Am Athlete, y'all. Check that out.
Yeah.
Check that out. Because they've had some guests on there, but I don't recall them having Marshawn Lynch.
I know that niggas will be arguing like a motherfucker. Then you got a running back arguing with receivers. You know these niggas gonna end up in the foot race.
But they not gonna argue with Marshawn, no. They not gonna argue with Marshawn. They respect him too much and they low-key scared of the nigga.
But at the same time, like, that's what brings... I'm not saying argue like a heated like that, but I'm saying like, you know, just talking the differences.
They not gonna do that with Marshawn. Like, they not gonna... Okay, he does have... He wasn't on with them.
Oh, okay.
But he was on with Matt Barnes on his podcast. The podcast they got. But they not gonna go back and forth with... They not gonna do that with Marshawn. Marshawn not even gonna go back and forth.
Right, he get pissed off.
Like, bro, Marshawn is a roughneck ass nigga.
You know who podcast he should go on? Mike Tyson's. Mike Tyson, because him and Mike can exchange those stories. And
I believe if it all depends on Mike.
You know, Mike is a great host.
I was gonna say I've never seen his podcast, so I don't know how he is.
He is a great host, And then on top of that, he has came into that new humble Mike to where he's gonna remind you of stories that you probably won't remember. And then it'll click on you. Because like when he had Mike Epps on there, you know what I'm saying? Mind you, this was a year or two ago, whatever. When he had Mike Epps on there, it was like him and Mike Epps was talking about so much shit, and then they finds out that they know so many of the same people, and it's like he got Mike Epps to talk about a lot more than just comedy. And
okay,
he's asking Mike Epps questions where Mike is like, damn, I didn't even know you knew that kind of shit. Like, whoever his research team is good. Where Mike Epps is asking him questions of shit that people meeting Mike Tyson and got a chance to sit down and talk to him for the next hour would ask.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Okay.
stuff like give me one of your wild stories of something, whatever. Like when Mike was talking about how he regrets some of the shit he did, and Mike Epps like, well, what? Because the way Mike Tyson shit be is like he's interviewing you, and then you're gonna turn around and interview him at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always
because it's fucking Mike Tyson,
and everybody got a bunch of different questions. And when Mike was like, "Cause Maxine, you was watching it with me, right?" I think so. When Mike was like, because I think you was tripping out when he was like, "Yeah, you know, one of the things I regret was sleeping with my one of my ex-wife's mama."
Mm.
I remember it. I think I was asleep on it.
And Mike Epps like, "What the fuck?" He like, "Yeah, you know, shit, man. Her mama was living with us at the time, whatever. And I'm popping both of them, you know, just to give you a gist of the story."
Right.
But I'm like, dog, this nigga Mike was a wild boy. And Mike, he says that like he don't regret a lot of the shit that he do because it made him, you know, it humbled him. On top of, you know what I'm saying, it made him smarter too with how to stop getting so many lawsuits.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was talking about motherfuckers was suing him left and right. Some of the shit he wasn't even around for. And them motherfuckers are suing him. And he's like, nigga, I've never seen this person in my life. And they said I punched him in the face. Then he was talking about basically the same shit the baby was going through when he was coming up. And you know what I'm saying? He still had his wild ass temper. Like, you can obviously see now it's calmed down, but he was talking about how fans, if they know they can provoke you, they're gonna do it just to get that lawsuit and get that payout.
Mm-hmm.
They don't give a fuck how much money they really get as long as they get some of the money.
Right.
And it's like, I look at that as motherfuckers do that to, instead of asking you to help them, put themselves in the fire.
Yeah.
Basically an insurance job.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like, I haven't watched that Mike Tyson shit in a long time. Hell, shit, since that fucking Mike Epps one.
Yeah,
And if I pull it up on YouTube, that should probably say like 2 years.
And like to get on the Marshawn Lynch shit, I don't think that if he was on that episode, he would have too much back and forth with him like that. I think if he was on with Tyson, that would probably be like a real nigga seminar because of where Marshawn come from.
You want one of them slices?
No, I'm good. Like,
can you warm me up one?
Like, it would be a real nigga seminar, I believe. Mm-hmm. But Marshawn don't seem like he the type of nigga to go back and forth with a motherfucker.
Yeah, I feel like, because when I said that and you brought that up, I thought about it, and then I thought about what people would I like to see him sit down and talk to. I would like to see him talk to Bootsy, him and Lil Bootsy, sit down and talk some shit.
Wouldn't want to see that. I don't even like hearing Bootsy speak, to be honest with you.
I would, just because I know Bootsy talk a lot of that. He like his music, okay. I fuck with it, yes. But on the other end of the stick, he do have a gift for gab, and you know what I'm saying. He's entertaining on his regular speech, to me. and Marshawn Lynch. I just want to hear this nigga talk to somebody. I don't give a fuck who it is. I just want to hear the nigga talk to somebody. And those fucking who have you seen those videos of when them niggas be going on them little like, they're not safaris, but like they be like in like caves and in the mountains and shit. Like how Deion Sanders did it. And they was trying to tell Deion Sanders to come over here and check something out.
Now Marshawn did go on Bear Grylls.
Marshawn did this. That's probably the same folks where they be having them like in the mountains and shit.
Yeah.
Because Deion Sanders like, nigga, I'm not going over there. Fuck that shit.
Yeah. He was on with Bear Grylls. Shaq was on that too.
So was Bootsy, because they had Bootsy all in the cave.
Yeah.
And the bats got to flying out. He was like, oh, hell no.
Yeah, Marshawn actually did good on that shit too.
Yeah.
It was just one situation. I can't remember what exactly happened.
You want to stay in the dark? You want to hit the light?
We good. I don't know what exactly happened with Marshawn and Bear Grylls, where Marshawn like immediately got pissed. And like, I don't know what happened. I cannot remember what happened. But all I know is Marshawn looked that man dead in his eye and he said, look, like, I've been out here with you and like, nigga, I see what you bought out here and you real with yours. But if you do that again,
thank you, baby,
I'm gonna have to see what your hands bought.
Because I'm not doing this shit.
Like, I'm gonna have to see what he said it just like that. I'm gonna have to see what your hands bought. Like, I know you got heart, but I'm gonna have to see what your hands bought.
Hell no.
Yeah, he had Marshawn kill a pig and all that shit, a wild hog and all that shit. And they cooked that motherfucker. Marshawn was fucking with that meat too.
Damn.
Like if you put Marshawn in the wild and you give him some tools, he'll live out there and live good.
He killed the pig? They didn't show it though, but
I want to say he did with a bow.
Hit that bitch with a bow and arrow.
Yeah. It was either he did it or Bear Grylls did it.
Mm-hmm.
It was one or the other. Because, in fact, it could have even went as far as Marshawn tried and missed and Bear got him. It could have went even that far. But I know that.
But Marshawn was like, nigga, oh, we eating.
Yeah.
We eating this.
And he actually liked, because it's fresh.
Right.
He was rocking with it. Like, he did good out there. Shaq wasn't shit.
What happened to Shaq?
Shaq wasn't shit. Because they killed a deer and he was supposed to eat that shit and he tossed that shit. also Sly shit. While Bear had his head turned, he tossed that shit on out and then act like he had just got done with it. Or some shit. Like, nigga, it was wild. That shit on YouTube.
And that's because Shaq is a comedian.
Yeah, but Shaq really wasn't with the shits for real.
He like, I'm not eating this. And then, it was deer meat, so it was game meat as fuck. He probably tasted that shit.
In fact, now that I think about it, it was like placenta.
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
But they say placenta is healthy for you.
When the cameras go off, bring me my...
But it was placenta from a deer.
Yeah, placenta is supposed to be a
healthy... Nigga, but it's from a deer.
It's from a deer.
A whole fucking deer. So what's the difference? They take the deer and slice his neck and hang him upside down.
But it's like, well, why you ain't just give me like a steak? Why you gotta give me the placenta?
Right.
No, I'm saying, like, why you ain't give me like a steak from the deer?
Because maybe he didn't.
But you want to give me the placenta.
Maybe he didn't cut that far up.
I'm sure they cut that whole bitch down and fed everybody.
But yeah, that shit was wild.
I wanted you to just try it. I would never tell you what it was. I'd be like, it's a tiny piece of steak.
They had to kill it.
Yeah, they had to kill it.
They killed it and then cooked it.
Yeah, they in the wild finding these animals, killing them.
If I was stuck in a jungle or the woods somewhere, I'd be dead. Because I want to know how to survive. I'm not about to be chasing no fucking bird or squirrel or snakes. I don't even think you can eat snakes. But
Okay.
Yeah.
how you gonna know which one you can eat? You don't know.
You can eat them all.
You can't eat a poisonous snake.
Yeah, you can.
You're gonna be in that corner dead.
Because the meat that you eating is muscle. They don't carry venom in their muscles.
I don't know for the bird or for the snake.
Of course.
I don't know.
Yeah,
That ain't enough food for me.
It ain't enough.
But
A snake ain't either.
Right. So I was
For some reason though, a snake comes off to me as like a big ass noodle.
Nah.
Both of
you
y'all
gonna eat the head too?
Mm-mm.
So that's half of your noodle gone. That's what.
It's not half. It's the tip.
It's like it depends on how big the snake that you encountered.
Right.
And you don't have a lot of meat from a snake.
Right. So what? And then you gonna eat them?
No, you
little skin.
You shave that down like a fish.
Nigga, a whole snake and meat is probably equivalent to a 35-cent Slim Jim. Like,
oh, fuck. Nigga, we got to hunt something else.
You gotta hunt some big shit.
I'm gonna be out there hunting some real meat.
Some lions and deers and shit.
Whatever.
So when you walk up on that deer, that bitch, you think it's deer.
No, you don't walk up on no deer.
You shoot.
You can't walk up on a deer.
You thought you shot it and you played dead. We just seen plenty of episodes where deers can lay on the ground and play dead like they was dead.
And then you go on to the next one.
No, I'm saying he's playing dead, so you walking up on him, and next thing you know, the nigga get up and he start whooping your ass.
Why didn't you stab him in the heart when you walked up on him?
I'm not about to stab him. First, I gotta see if it's dead.
No, you don't see if it's dead. You confirm.
Shoot it again. Yeah. Who the fuck is gonna shoot once and go, oh yeah, that motherfucker dead?
Hell no.
I would have shot once and thought it was dead. I would have shot it.
And that motherfucker kicked my liver out my body. No.
I'm gonna shoot that bitch again.
If that motherfucker don't take off with me walking up within 3 feet of it, nigga, catch this heart knife. Catch this knife to the heart.
But don't that mean you shot it so you can't eat the meat?
No, you can eat it. But you know, some people like their meat different. Basically, it don't matter if you shocked it or not. We're not thinking about shock. We thinking about survival.
Yeah. So how is right? That's what I'm saying. So how is you about to? I say a shot because I'm thinking you were probably rather do it. How would you shot like kill?
Oh, I don't give a fuck if it's a gun or not, or if it's shocked or not. We're talking about survival. I killed the dead. Oh, it's getting ate.
Yeah.
But what if you can't start a fire? So how you? That's what I'm saying. How you gonna start a fire and all that?
That's part of the survival part.
Mm-hmm.
You have to figure all of that out.
So you gotta be dragging this deer to wherever the fuck, because you gotta go back to.
Hell no, I'm cutting it up right there
on the spot.
You can't, because you don't got no utensils or nothing on you.
Why wouldn't you?
You only got the stuff to kill the deer.
Why would you only have
the other stuff will be somewhere where you stand? You just moving around the forest randomly killing animals and sleeping where you kill?
Yeah, that's called survival.
Yeah.
I would think you would look for like a little area.
As long as I have a knife and a gun. Huh?
You're gonna run out of bullets.
Yeah, but you're not gonna run out of blades. So as long as I have a knife and a gun.
And you think that's gonna save you from every animal?
We're not talking about every animal. We're talking about survival.
I'm talking about eating.
You're gonna encounter different animals as survival.
And we're talking about survival. So you're gonna go until you can't go no more.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have all your shit with you. If you don't,
if I ain't got no bullets and I gotta fight you with a knife, I gotta fight you with a knife.
Campground that I go back to and cook my food
and
be under
on your
type of shelter.
So what you gonna do on your way back to your campground where you could have ate over there, started a whole little shits over there. You try to drag this piece of dead flesh, dead meat, dead animal back to your campground, which is attracting all these other animals that probably ate all day.
Which is why you skin that motherfucker where you at.
You do the shit on
you grab spot. You some sticks and start a fire right there. If you can't start a fire right there, get whatever meat you can pack up and get the fuck on. Because you leave that shit for everybody else. Cause they gonna smell that big ass corpse before they smell your couple pounds of meat walking back to your campsite.
Something is dead and we going forward.
I would think about
they smell it by the weight.
And then on top of that, you gonna drag that bitch all the way to your campground, then start doing all that process. Now all these animals is coming straight to your campground.
Yeah, but they can still come up to you while you doing it right there.
But you have a better chance doing it right there than dragging this bitch 25, 30 minutes.
Think of it like this. You kill a deer and you bring it back to your campground, and another predator pulls up on you while you have this deer. Versus you killing a deer where it stands and a predator pulls up on you where it is. You can get the fuck on and let him have that. Because you still got your campground to go back to. But if you bring that deer back to your campground and a predator come to your campground, you fucked.
Yeah, now you're really living in the wild.
Cause you have to get the fuck on. You ain't got nothing for that nigga. You ain't got nothing for him. He can have that. You got to get the fuck on. And maybe you can come back later and that nigga not be there. Maybe he took the meal with him. Whatever.
That's a what if. You might as well keep walking now.
Exactly.
Bottom line.
You got the fucking food now. You done.
Exactly.
Like,
think about whether would you rather have that happen where you killed the deer or where you dragged it back to
and sleep.
The deer. So obviously you don't have a campground.
No, I don't. I live in the fucking wild. I will sleep in a goddamn tree like a leopard.
No, I need a cave or something. I ain't about to sleep in no fucking tree.
Shit.
No, that's the safe. A tree is the safest place to sleep.
Exactly.
There's a lot of stuff in trees.
Yeah, but not a lot of stuff that can kill you.
Woods. You don't know what the fuck is in these trees.
Yeah, but a lot of them ain't gonna get up there to you.
Right. Anything can go in that cave and you only got one way out.
You gonna hear that motherfucker climbing that tree. You ain't gonna hear that motherfucker creeping up on you.
I don't think you would. Yeah, you would hear it. But how far you up in branches? How you about to go to sleep in a?
You surviving. You gonna do whatever.
See, because the thing is, you thinking about being comfortable.
Right.
I can't go to sleep without being comfortable. So
right. Nigga, you in the woods.
You in the woods.
Ain't nowhere you sleep gonna be comfortable.
And on top of that, shit. When you realize it's survival, it's gonna be like, damn, well, I ain't washed my ass in 2 weeks. Niggas that surviving ain't thinking about washing their ass.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather eat some food than goddamn put some water on me. I can drink that water.
You just gonna eat food all day. You don't think you're gonna get thirsty?
I will drink the water, not wash this nasty ass shit off my body on it. I would drink the water off these nasty ass hands.
I'm going to drink the water and then I'm going to roll around in the dirt when I get out the water. Because you have to make yourself smell like the elements around you.
Exactly. Survival.
I can roll in sand.
Nigga, where's you find? Hold on. First off, we never even established where we was living at.
He's right. Dirt, nigga. I can't roll in no fucking dirt. I can't like mud and shit.
You would if you had to survive.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
And that's the point.
But it's gonna take. I ain't gonna. It might take me a minute to be like, oh my god, I gotta put this on me.
And
no, what it's gonna take for you to have to roll around in some dirt and shit is for you to get attacked by an animal, and then you learn like, oh, they smell me. Maybe if I get this scent off me and I smell like the rest of the woods, they ain't gonna think nothing.
No, I can't. How about that? Because then I'm like, that means I gotta find where the water source is at, because you could die from dehydration. Then you gotta be quick with your knife, and I always cut myself with knives. So I don't just be beat the fuck up.
Yeah.
I don't be the one just falling down hills.
But a water source is never hard to find.
So you left, right, keep straight.
Wherever the animals is at.
Yeah.
Nigga, how the fuck I know where the animals at? I'm trying to make sure no animals is around.
And then you have trees around you as well.
Where all dangerous animals is at?
Like you also have trees.
Not like in movies where you walk down the forest and you just get to the lake. There ain't no animals there, no nothing.
But you also have to remember that there's trees around you as well. You can just dig and get water. Now it's gonna be some muddy water, but
I wouldn't thought of. Cause why the fuck am I digging to get water?
Because for trees, they only travel where a source of water is. The closest source of water is.
Yeah, I don't know somebody. It's like you're like, yeah, let's dig up the mud for water.
That's not necessary. All right, I ain't gonna lie. With me knowing that, that's not necessarily a survival skill. I work in water and sewage, and that's how I know that. So when we're in a sewage pipe, we see a lot of tree roots because they're going to the nearest water source. The nearest water source. All these trees around here, y'all got a sewer line that runs right in the front of y'all yard. It's definitely got roots in that line if it hasn't been cleaned recently.
Yeah, because they got to cut them out. That's how people get backed up. And they was like, "Oh, well, you got a lot of roots in there."
Ain't that dirt and minerals you put in your body if you're drinking that for water?
But you survived it.
Mm-hmm.
You won't get sick.
I mean,
you would be sick for it.
At the beginning,
we would get sick because we're not used to that. But after a while,
your antibodies kick in.
Yeah. It's like eating G-Dad Trap.
Yeah.
The first time you eat it, first time you eat a cookie, you're going to get a big ass bump on your tongue. But next time, nigga, you ain't going to get no bump.
I don't know. I just think I would be a panicker if I got stuck in the woods.
Yeah, you would. Definitely. I would be too, nigga. I'd be dead in 3 days.
I wouldn't know what. I'm not about to eat no fucking bug. Because I ain't gonna know how to hunt for the big animals, so I'm gonna have to start with bugs first. And then try to find my way to working with fucking hot.
Well, you wouldn't hunt for a big animal. You would hunt for a small one, something you can take.
You know what her biggest problem would be? Boiling her piss to drink it when you can't find water.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yep.
No. I'm dead. I'm dead. Because it ain't... Woo. Fuck it. I'm gonna walk this way. You stay here. You drink the piss. I'll go wander off.
I'll go. Well, do you gotta pee? I'm gonna follow you with a bucket. Cause I know when you about to die, you're gonna piss yourself. Bitch, die with this bucket. I'm about to get that last sip, and hopefully that's enough for me to generate my next.
And as far as eating bugs, I'm gonna hit you with that young Simba, slimy yet satisfying.
No.
Chill out.
So you ain't eat a worm when you was little?
Hell no! What the fuck I look like eating a worm? I don't fuck with
I feel like all normal kids ate worms when they was kids.
I never ate no worm. I never ate glue. I never ate paste. I never ate none of that shit.
No, that's weirdo kids.
I can admit to. It's stupid. I don't know.
All right,
I used to eat chalk. I used to steal chalk from school and eat it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but it was something about the chalk taste that I liked. And they actually put me in a program for that shit.
Yeah.
It's because
I don't want to leave that alone, nigga. You ate chalk.
And you was gonna grow up eating detergent.
Yeah, like salt. Your chalk has some ingredients that we actually like salt that we use is also in chalk.
They put salt in everything.
That's why
they put salt in dryer sheets.
That's how I was eating it because I liked the salty taste and the grits. But I used to like.
You know, it's a motherfucker that used to eat dryer sheets.
I used to like the yellow chalk. I didn't like the white chalk. It tastes like paste, like you chewing on. Like as soon as it get wet, it tastes like paste. But the yellow chalk don't taste like that. The yellow chalk tastes like fine. And
you are not about to give us the breakdown of the different colors of chalk and what they taste like.
This shit is a whole dissertation.
Yeah.
So look. It's not.
My niggas say the texture of yellow chalk ain't the same as white chalk. Nigga, that shit is a little bit more wet.
It's not the same. They made with different type of stuff. I know that was a random thought, people, but
Like they make it with cornstarch
Like
or
they
something.
make it with a different ingredient. Like, it's weird. You can take that out if you want to.
No, we're gonna keep it.
Care.
No, we gotta keep
we're
that.
Keeping that. But no, we is about to we is about to end this though.
You never tried nothing weird as a kid, like eating sand and you're putting sand in your mouth, or
no, that was like sand is accidental, dirt is accidental. I did smoke grass and notebook paper.
Okay, so that's your weird little thing. You smoked the grass and newsbook paper.
But you know.
So what is yours? Because now y'all got to leave it off on there at the moment. So what was yours?
Mine was mud pies.
I fuck with the mud pies.
What, mud pies?
I fuck
like
with
for real, the real
yeah,
mud.
You put the mud and the berries.
Yeah.
The mud and them little berries that used to be on the trees.
Yeah.
Used to be like dark brown or something.
No, they was red.
The red ones.
Yeah.
The red ones. I liked the purple ones.
Yeah.
I only had the red and the yellows that grew.
That's why y'all slow down, because y'all didn't supposed to be eating that shit. That shit was not for you to eat.
Nigga, you ate chalk.
Yeah, and we was baby deer.
But still, you didn't supposed to Yes, well, I ate chalk, but a lot of y'all say y'all ate them berries. I always got in trouble for trying to eat them. They said
because they didn't want you to eat what was good for you. All right, look. Wait a minute. We got to give up some final thoughts. You got a final thought, baby?
Final thought: everybody be safe out here. We still got Corona. Let's pray for everybody. Let's all do good and let's be positive.
What you got, John?
Booty is more important than food. And it's more important than water.
Mine is, I don't understand why when you clip your big toenail, it got that smell on it.
Yeah.